The same questions occurred to me today as I was pinning a disemboweled skag to my front door to dissuade others from approaching it. What does Jack want with the vault key? Was the key simply charging the entire time I possessed it, before Jack crowbarred it from my bloody hands? Was it waiting to unleash its alien powers on Pandora, to make Iridium appear from the very ground? Was it preparing itself to unlock even more alien ruins? I will delve deeper into this question after I soundproof the walls of my home, that I may be spared the incessant laughter and joviality of Sanctuary's citizens. I have uncovered legends of an ancient alien warrior. The legends tell of a magical key that can bring it back to life. If my hypotheses are correct, which they always are, the legends may be speaking of the vault key. Also, a young man told me I was pretty on my way back from the grocer's. My reaction was surprisingly tame. I only spent the next 3 hours dry heaving into a bucket. Yesterday, I had a conversation with another human being. Granted, it was only a conversation inasmuch as my grunts of social terror could be taken as human speech, but Roland did not seem to mind. He asked me why Jack hasn't revived the warrior yet if he has the key. I conveyed that the key needed to be charged by Iridium, hence Jack's mining operations. He nodded and silently wiped the streams of my saliva from his face. I returned home, confused not only at his lack of disgust toward my behavior, but my lack of disgust toward him. For the first time, I felt as if I could actually live in Sanctuary. For the first time, I feel as if I might be okay.
Scientifically, murdering old Slappy was probably a bad idea. Vengeance-istically, I thank you for your help. Regrettably, I cannot hire you to exterminate things. Perhaps later.
She's never coming back.
No new jobs. Shame. I love to watch you work.
You listened to my notes, I assume. I would be upset were it not for the equally privacy-indifferent background check I ran on you before hiring you for this job. I hid the copious material I compiled after opening the vault those 5 long years ago. In a fit of spastic paranoia, I did not write down the locations to the information. Find it for me, and be handsomely... Oh, were you expecting me to say handsomely rewarded?
I got nothing.
I've been relocated to Sanctuary against everyone's better judgment. Not my own, mind you. I never wanted to be here. I was perfectly content to live out my days in a non-standard living arrangement with 2 ceiling chairs I met at a bar fight. Oh, they're adorable. They barely speak any English. And if you have to ask what a ceiling chair is, I pity the life you've wasted. I should discuss the scroll-ophant in the room. The reason for my relocation was an elongated and systematically unpleasant torture at the hands of Jack's cronies. Roland and his well-defined pectoral muscles were kind enough to entrust the vault key with me after the awakening of the Destroyer, not to be confused with the Warrior. Seriously, they sound nothing alike. Oh, right, torture. I asked nicely on several occasions to take proper precautions against bacteria on the instruments, but it fell upon idiotic ears. As they cut into my flesh over and over, I would fade in and out of consciousness and whisper to the ceiling chairs that it was going to be okay. Clark was afraid at first. His 4 legs trembled against the cold ceiling, but he knew he had to be strong for me. Then they went to work on his brother, Philippe. Philippe. Philippe was so brave. He was so brave for me when the rotary saws began to ply his legs from his body. Clark cried out for his brother, even when one of the torturers inadvertently sat on him and muffled his cries. The last thing Philippe said before he passed on to the great wooden beyond was, "I love you, Patty. I love you." And then he was gone. It's lonely here in Sanctuary. Sure, Clark prattles around on the ceiling, but it's hardly the same. Jack has taken so much from me. Jack has taken the only happiness I've ever had in his asinine quest for the Warrior and more power. Revenge is as pointless as music, but on this occasion, I will allow myself the revenge. I will allow myself to aid in his downfall. Mark my words, Jack. You're going to die.
My chest feels like it's gonna collapse.
The chronicles of my torture. I shall warm up some cold cocoa and listen to these again. Have you completed your task yet?
bet Lanny will stop craving human flesh as soon as she smells them slices. Why would anyone ever be a cannibal so long as pizza exists? Looks like you got what you need to unbrainwash Laney. That's the word now.
Flowers, pizza. It is so kind of you to bring me such gifts. Perhaps I was wrong to join the rats.
That's my girl. I knew you'd come back to me sooner or later.
Was that Scooter? Why do you think I fled here? It was the only place Scooter would not follow me with his stupid advances.
If Scooter sent you, you must die!
Who the hell are those little dudes? Laney's been shacking up with tiny folk? That I cannot abide. Lock those dwarves out, man. I'm gonna go ahead and blame all that rage on the being turned into a rat thing. Unless on the scooter was a bad boyfriend thing. Easier for everybody that way, see? Still we tried. Come on back. Haha, shorty got eight. Still alive though. Them stalkers got digestion tracts that work slower than my brother and uncle's brain. Story. I would have had someone do the same to you if you underpaid me for that whole catch a ride you had. I run it. At least I heard that that's what it meant. Thanks again, man. That catch a ride hacking you did is all in the past. I will definitely not kill you, probably. Freaking rats, man. I was this close to finding out what second base feels like. And also what second base is! No jobs today, man.
I bet your friend Claptrap could get through that Hyperion force field. Now, he's out of date, though. He'll need a software upgrade. Mordecai should have what you need. He's camped out near the preserve. I think he needs your help with something.